Hello everyone, this is Dr. Jide from Advantage Tutor. Welcome to day 6 of SAT Math Prep. In day 6, we have this excellent question. It says, if A plus BI represents the complex number that results from multiplying 3 plus 2i times 5 minus i, what is the value of A? And we have 2, 13, 15, and 17 as the options. All right, so to solve this, first thing you need to know, to remember is I squared, well, let's start from I, in complex represents what? The square root of negative 1. All right, so I squared is what? Minus 1. All right, so I is represents a complex number, and this is the square root of negative 1. All right, so it follows that if I squared this, the square root removes and it becomes negative 1. You will need this when you are multiplying two complex numbers together, as this question tells us to do. All right, so it tells us, it says if A plus BI represents the complex number that results from multiplying 3 plus 2i, so I have 3 plus 2i multiplied by 5 minus I. Okay, let me leave this, let me remove this. So what is the value of A? So let's expand this. All right, so this becomes 3, 5 minus I, using what you know as the FOIL operation. This multiplies by this, then this multiplies by this. Okay, then plus 2i multiplied by 5 minus I. So this becomes 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times minus I is minus 3i, or negative 3i. Then plus 2i times 5 is plus 10i. Then plus 2i times negative I. So that becomes, excuse me, I times negative I is what? Negative I squared, right? Negative I squared. Negative I squared is negative 1, right? So that becomes plus 2. You see that? Because 2 times 1 becomes 2. I times negative I is negative I squared. Negative I squared is what? Negative I squared is negative 1, which is 1. All right? So this becomes 15 plus 2 is 17, right? Then negative 3i plus 10i is what? Plus 17i. So this looks like this. A plus bi equals 17 plus 17i. Then it follows that A is what? 17. And B is 7. All right? So, but we're asked to find only A. So A is what? 17. All right? This is a complex number question, and you must remember the formula. The formula for I is square root of negative 1. I squared is negative 1. All right, and you expand. Make sure when you are expanding, you don't forget the signs. Make sure the signs are correct, and also be very careful when you multiply I by negative I. All right, it gives you negative 1, which becomes a positive. When we multiply by 2, it gives us plus 2 here. All right. Alrighty, so that ends day 6 of SAT Math Prep. I'll see you in day 7. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on your notification for subsequent videos. Thank you, and see you in day 7.